What's up? Hezbo here. Today is first episode, as you can see in the title, of Reddit Vegans. As you know, vegans, we are the most morally superior group of people on this planet, and Reddit vegans are just in an even higher echelon. The normal vegans. So, in this series, throughout the week, I will be collecting some posts that really catch my eye in the different vegan communities in Reddit. Sharing them with you, sharing my thoughts, stuff like that. So I might as well just get into it. Controversial thought: I can't take your opinion on Roe versus Wade seriously if you're not vegan. And pause if you want to read it, but I think this is a terrible take. Okay? What? Listen, I know as vegans we don't like non-vegans, but that doesn't mean just because you don't agree with one thing that someone does, it doesn't mean that any of their other opinions are immediately invalid. Someone's actions don't immediately invalidate everything that they say. This is a terrible take. This Roe v. Wade decision is making things awful for everybody. And this really isn't the type of discourse that we need in the world. A lot of vegans have the issue of anytime there's some sort of human rights issue or violation, we like to step in are you vegan though? If you aren't, you don't get to worry about this issue. Yeah. I think it's terrible. It's a bad thing. We shouldn't be doing that. And yeah, terrible take by this person. If they end up seeing this, I think next time, I'm not listen, everybody has a chance to learn and grow, and I think this is just, I don't think this is something that we should be saying. And like I said, someone just doing something that you don't agree with doesn't immediately invalidate any of their other arguments. Cognitive dissonance is a real thing. We all know about it, and the world we're conditioned in makes us believe that it's okay to do what we do to animals. Not saying that makes it okay, of course not. It doesn't. But it explains it, and explains how humans, as flawed as we are, can have contradictory beliefs. Deer population control. Yeah, so there have been, for some reason on Debate a Vegan, another one, so many people have been constantly asking about population control. And on Reddit, there's this neat feature called the search bar, where you can search keywords. This topic has been discussed many times before. I don't get why people keep asking the same damn questions when they can just search it. But basically, they talk about how much they enjoy hunting and how the deer population is an issue. And in general, this can also be applied to any populations, any invasive species and such, where there's population imbalance. Honestly, hunting for population control is just a fucking band-aid solution, when the real solution are businesses that make it so that these predators aren't in these habitats, who make it so that there are now invasive species in these lands. And these are issues that we should be working on tackling, rather than trying to focus on band-aiding the solution by just massacring all of the deer. And there are still even other possibilities, such as contraceptives. But hunters don't want to hear about that. They just want to be able to kill. This is a great one. I don't think I'm gonna go vegan, but I'm hoping to at least cut down on my animal products significantly once I'm able to plan my own meals. How brave of you to only abuse animals sometimes. How about you shut the fuck up? Nah, it's great. It's great. I'll be like, I don't think I'm gonna go vegan, but I'll cut down on it. First off, why are you cutting down on it? If you're cutting down on it for ethical reasons, if you're cutting down on your meat consumption for ethical reasons, how can you condone doing it sometimes? Alright? What if I was like, I beat up my brother every day? But you know what? I realize it's wrong. I'll beat him 3-4 times a week now. Comparatively better, but we could just as easily go to 0. So, someone said shut the fuck up. At least they're doing something that doesn't really equate to much. And honestly, I'll touch on this a little later in one of these posts. But being vegan in and of itself isn't really doing much. Besides, you guys maybe leading by example or something, but like, there's more we should be doing. But I'll talk about that in a second. Alright, back on vegan circle jerk. We love pointing out hypocrisy. Torturing animals for entertainment? You're filth if you pay for this. I agree. Hopefully, you don't eat animals for your personal pleasure. I eat animals to remain living. I use them for food. I'll select few types of animals anyway. Are you recharging by sun? Even if you're not vegan, you have to see how, not gonna be mean, but how silly that statement was. I hope I don't have to elaborate. Vegan circles are again. How do we feel about satire? So much. Oh my god. Capitalists. Not capitalists. Oh my god. The libertarian vegan. Oh my god. Libertarians. They're jokes. At least in the Western sense, libertarians are jokes. Stop blaming capitalism. Without it, you wouldn't have vegan milks, vegan ice creams, vegan meat, or any other vegan product. It's the choice that matters. Yes, because we are going to eat our way towards animal liberation. That's right. It's the choice that matters, guys. It's the choice that matters. Capitalists are something else. Alright, so one thing it's cross-posted to vegan for circle jerkers. People are like, damn, this sucks, about a bunch of a dairy farm with a bunch of baby cattle, and like you can see the footage. I'll play it right here. But yeah, people are like, damn, that's terrible. The vegan for circle jerkers is like, you know how you fix this? You go vegan. Yep, and that's gonna stop it, guys. Even if you're vegan, that's not gonna stop this. You know how you stop this? You target the businesses. You pressure them. Not to sound like a rehashing of Jake Conboy, the cranky vegan. But his content's really good though. You should check him out. Pressure campaigning. You get these places shut down. That's how you stop it. All right. So many vegans are just like, if everyone go vegan, it crumbles. We're not gonna I would love for everyone to go vegan, but it's not gonna happen. We gotta think about it realistically. So if we can actually take down these businesses, something that is a more realistic solution, then we can stop this from happening. And pressure campaigns do work. They've worked in the past and work in the present. We were making fur legal, different forms of animal testing illegal, all done from pressure campaigning. So that's how you stop this stuff, not just converting people to go vegan. I'd honestly argue that converting people to go vegan is far less important than focusing on maybe starting a pressure campaign. If you see something and you want to stop it, start a pressure campaign. Stop it. Hunting causes less deaths than buying produce from a marketing chain. Okay. This is something that I think I might make a whole video about. Basically, the fact that death count, like a higher death count, does not necessarily mean that it's worse than something that has a lower death count. Alright, we have to take in other things into perspective for morality. Like, they're specifically talking about hunting, less deaths because of crop deaths. With hunting, you are intentionally going out and killing someone. With crop deaths, they are both unintentional deaths that come from harvesting the crops, so you're intentionally killing them, as well as intentional deaths that come from protecting your crops that you need to eat. So both self-defense and unintentional. Not saying that those deaths aren't important, that they don't matter, and that we shouldn't work to lower them. But we live in a carnist world. We live in a capitalist world. So, of course, these farmers most likely aren't going to give a shit. But just because something causes less deaths does not mean it is more morally acceptable. And like I said, if you want, I'm probably just going to make a whole video talking about that specifically and going into more depth why with some examples. And you probably realize that you too believe that death count is not all that's important in morality. Now, really interesting one here I want to dive into is micro-lending to farmers vegan. I'm actually going to read this one out. Hello, I'm a vegan and was interested in micro-lending to help people in third world countries. Seems like it would be a very interesting experience to help them and watch their journey and see if your loan actually helped them. Anyways, there are many people who are looking for loans solely for the purpose of purchasing animals or feed animals. This is very obviously against veganism, but there are others who might own and exploit animals but need the loan for something else, such as a water tank. I'm wondering how this works with veganism. Is giving a loan to anyone who owns animals at all against veganism because you're funding them? Or is it only against veganism to give someone a loan who needs it to purchase something directly involved with animal exploitation? Yeah, and that's actually a really good question. Because these people that are living in third world countries don't have all the options that people in first, second world countries have. And they are doing what they need to do out of necessity. So they're in a situation where that's what they have to do to survive. So, like, can't really blame them for doing what they have to do to live. What I would say is there are organizations, and you can probably find different vegan organizations that live and that work out of these third world countries. And either try and get in contact with them about what you can do to help. Or if you're looking to just give money to those organizations that are helping transition people in these third world countries over to veganism, that are helping with improving their livelihoods through vegan methods. That's what I probably think. But I wouldn't blame you. I wouldn't be mad at you if you were a vegan that was giving money to disadvantaged people in countries that ended up using it for animal exploitation because they're doing it out of a necessity, and you are helping people live. It's a gray area. Like I said, I'd probably, just to stay on the safe side, try and support organizations in these countries that are helping with transitioning people in these countries to veganism. Try and find organizations like that. Hey, maybe make one yourself if you have the time and resources. Yeah. No. r/vegan with their typical bootlegging Impossible meat on sale for £4 at Costco. Nor the fact that they did animal testing. Nor the fact that their CEO, even then, after talking about the animal testing, was like, it was unfortunate, but I'd do it again. Yeah, the CEO even said that he would do it again if it required it. Thing is, it didn't require it. I'm not completely sure whether or not it was FDA required, because other sources say that it wasn't. PETA, they said that it wasn't an FDA requirement, that they just did it to expedite the process. CEO said it was, probably maybe just trying to save his ass. Whether or not it was an FDA requirement to get this one specific, I think, protein in that would, it was like a synthetic artificial hemoglobin to make it, no, synthetic, an artificial heme iron in order to make it like taste iron, it makes it taste bloody. Not necessary if you're apparently vegan and you care about animals. Don't test on them. I think that's one of the baselines of it, you know. Yeah, and then partnering with fucking McDonald's and fucking Burger King. You're gonna partner with those animal agriculture organizations? This is the fucking issue. We think, as a movement, we think that we're gonna fucking capitalism our way towards animal liberation. Capitalism inherently is going to keep animals enslaved. It's gonna keep people enslaved. It's yeah. So I don't get what the big fuss is about all these fucking big vegan companies, because most of them are fucking bought out by animal agriculture businesses, or they're in bed with animal agriculture businesses. Yeah. I personally try my best to buy from businesses that are completely vegan. It's really fucking hard to do. I can't even do it like all the time because it's nearly impossible. Funny joke. But that pun wasn't intentional. But yeah, pretty hard to do. I'm actually working on a little project, little resource that might help with that. But if you are interested in that, you can go to r/vegan circle jerk chat. One of the pinned messages has a spreadsheet. I think there's a UK and a US list. If you scroll down the comments section, there's an updated spreadsheet of what vegan companies are good, which ones are bad, basically. And that's it. Considering how long this was, this is probably a part 2 that dropped, because this was really long. For future, I'm not gonna make these as long. But yeah. All right. So, to summarize, vegans good, non-vegans bad. I hope that's the message you got from this video. If you disagree with anything I've said, I don't give a shit. No, I'm just kidding. Just say something in the comments or whatever. I might respond. Have a good day.